Wetherspoons, the home of microwave meals and divorced drunkards. Wetherspoons has a reputation of being the UK's worst pub chain, but despite its reputation, could it be Britain's greatest pub? Today I'm visiting all 5 of my city's Wetherspoons to answer that very question.
But what makes the perfect pub? Well, in my opinion, there are 5 factors. The first one being it has to have good food. Secondly, it must be diverse clientele. As a far-right progressive, that means a lot to me. Third of all, I've got to be able to survive a terrorist attack there, which is crucial for any pub, we all know that. And fourth, it must have great feng shui. And finally, of course, beautiful toilets. I must be able to take a dump there and feel comfortable. Here it is, a bit busy in here. Already the atmosphere is a little bit much for me. In terms of the diversity of the clientele, at the moment it's not looking great. Mainly middle-aged, mainly grey-haired. But, you know, there's 1 or 2 younger people. Pretty much just me. Let's tuck in. Just a burger, cost me like £3.33, plus some roasted vegetables. Roasted vegetables look interesting. So it's fine. Courgette, pepper, soft. Basically liquid. Burger is basically a McDonald's burger. It is only £3.33 and you just literally get a burger. Okay, so let's review the first Wetherspoons. I'm going to rate them all out of 5 basically. In terms of food, it was alright. I quite like the roasted vegetables, but they're a little bit soggy. The burger wasn't perfect, but it's sort of what you expect for £3.33. So out of 5, I'm going to say 3. In terms of the clientele, basically just middle-aged people with grey hair, which is sort of your stereotype really. There was maybe 1 or 2 youngsters, so I can only give that a 1 out of 5, unfortunately. 2 guys talking, one of them was going, "No, she doesn't deserve you, mate. If she's not going to treat you properly, she doesn't deserve you. There's lots of birds out there," he was saying. "Lots of birds." I'm like, oh god. How likely would I be to be surviving a terrorist attack there? Quite unlikely. On that basis, I'm going to say 1 out of 5. I'd struggle to run to the exit. There was too many people, too cramped. The 4th thing, of course, that I'm going to rate it on is the feng shui. Carpets are absolutely atrocious, filthy. It's a tough one, but I'm going to say 2 out of 5 on that one. And finally, the toilets. Arguably the best part of the entire Wetherspoons. I'm saying 4 out of 5 on that one. Obviously didn't video inside it, that would be perverted. But yeah, generally not too shabby. On to the next one.
Okay, we're now in Beckett's Bank, a front bank, hence the name Beckett's Bank. A lot of bunting in here, probably too much bunting. They've sort of gone over the top of the whole coronation thing. She's arrived. This time I've ordered a chicken strip burger. Again, £3.33, you can't go wrong. Or can you? Let's find out. Maybe it's poisoned. That's really good. Succulent. It just melts in the mouth. It's a beautiful experience in the mouth. That's proper chicken. Well, it's probably not, but it tastes like proper chicken. I'm saying 4 out of 5. The feng shui is not bad in this place as well, you know. Aside from, you know, the too much bunting, I'm giving that a 4 out of 5. The diversity of the clientele, probably like a 3 out of 5. There's more younger people in here, which is nice to see, but we're still lacking in any other ethnicities. Ability to survive a terrorist attack, I'm saying that's a 3 out of 5 as well. It's got 2 floors, which is helpful. Gives you a bit of time, buy some time. The terrorists got to go up the stairs, tires them out, etc, etc. And the toilets, quite impressed with the toilets actually. Plenty of cubicles. I'd feel very comfortable taking a dump there. But the issue for me was the smell. You need to work on the smell. A bit of Febreze or something, do you know what I mean? Like, just put some effort in. Aside from that, decent.
So do you know what? Not a bad place. Not perfect. We're still searching for perfect, but not far off 25 out of 25. We're building up. I feel like the next one may be an improvement. I've never been to this next one actually. It's my first time there. Of course it's raining, by the way. Classic British weather. It would do that, wouldn't it? Should have brought a brolly. No, I shouldn't. Spit in. Get a grip.
Some books here, that's culture, that's good, that's a good start on the feng shui, quite impressed. Very impressed with the plan, lovely, helps on the feng shui side of things for sure. In terms of my ability to survive a terrorist attack, it feels fairly likely. I'm right next to a fire exit, so I can rush there and leave the scene of the crime and abandon all the women and children and let them die, like the hero I am. I wouldn't do that, obviously, I wouldn't do that. I'd run into battle and I'd lob a chair at him and a Darren Brown book. Read some fiction. That would be how I'd get him out of his terrorism phase. You all go through phases in life, don't you? Some people just go through like a terrorism phase. Be a little bit of a terrorist in your early years, then develop, grow, learn. Look at this. I've gone for a mini brownie, but I've added the banana, strawberries, blueberries, 59p to add each of them. Let's see what it tastes like. If I was on death row, I'd order this. I'll say to him, go to Wetherspoons, order this, get some bananas on there, strawberries, blueberries, and fly it back over. Yes, the ice cream will probably melt, but still, this is amazing. Quite literally to die for. If there was a terrorist attack right now, I'd be cool with it. As long as they let me finish my brownie, I'd be all for it. Or she could be a female terrorist. That's a game changer, is that? Very, very impressed. Wow. And where do we go from here?
Absolutely tipping it down. I think it might even be hailstone. Jesus Christ, this is mental. How did this happen? Right, I'm out of there now. God, oh my God, I just got hit. Right, ow! I'm actually bouncing off me. That's a surprise. We're not expecting hailstone that came out. I'm absorbing it. I'm absorbing it with my tissue. The things you do for a video. I think I might sit outside for the next one. Right, let's do my ratings before I go out into this. Food in the last place. Probably the best I've had so far. I'm going to give it my first 5 out of 5. Diversity of clientele, probably the same as the last one. I'm saying 3 out of 5 on that one. There was a mixture of old and young. My ability to survive a terrorist attack there, I'm again saying 3 out of 5, okay? 3 out of 5 seems about right. And then, of course, the Feng Shui. I was quite impressed with the Feng Shui. I'm saying 4 out of 5 on that. Some nice plants, some nice lighting, some books to read. And finally, toilets. We've given that a symbolic number 2 because there were skid marks. I mean, if you could have them anywhere, have them in a toilet, to be fair. Probably should have put my hood up before, shouldn't I, really? That's why they do hoods. Would have protected my pristine face. Right, on to the next one. This is worth it, I promise. We've made it. And I have to say it, I look great.
Okay, she's arrived. We've got some cookie dough. I don't really know what that is, but cookie dough apparently. Ice cream and strawberries. And a pint of apple juice. Oh my word, that was amazing. Jesus. I feel alive. That's probably the trigger.
Wow, what a place. That might be the best one yet, you know. Food, I'm saying 5 out of 5 on that one. Very, very impressed. In terms of the diversity of the clientele, I'm saying 5 out of 5. There was young, there was old, everyone was there. In terms of my ability to survive a terrorist attack there, I think, given how spaced out it is, given the fact it's 2 floors, I'm going to say 5 out of 5. I think I would quite comfortably survive there. Now on to the Feng Shui. Great place. Lovely, lovely layout. Different sort of seats everywhere. Overall, was very impressed. 5 out of 5 once again. The Feng Shui, brilliant. Only thing that let it down? Toilets. Yes, you have upstairs and downstairs toilets. Great for both men and women. Fantastic. Upstairs one left a little bit to be desired, I've got to be honest. I thought there was room for improvement, so I'm going to say 4 out of 5. 24 out of 25, not bad. We might have found the UK's greatest Wetherspoons. On to the next one. First time in this Wetherspoons, never been here before. Not so happy with the diversity of the clientele at the moment. I think we've gone back. I think we've gone backwards. It's like being in the 1950s again. Which is sort of what Wetherspoons is. That's their USP, effectively. Take a step back in time. I thought I saw David Attenborough for a second over there. But it's not David Attenborough. Looks like him though, to be fair, although he's just an old bloke in a suit, so yeah, that's essentially what David Attenborough is at this point. I've gone back to the chicken strips burger. This time I've gone for peas, 86 pence, so why not? Pea check. Bit hard. They don't really taste like peas. I don't know what they taste like. Nothing. It tastes just like air.
I've finished her off well and truly.
Now let's go to the toilet. Okay, so just left Wetherspoons. Here are my final scores. The food, for me, I thought was pretty average. I didn't think the burger was as good in this one as the other one that I had earlier. So I'm going to say 3 out of 5. Next up, of course, we have the diversity of the clientele. I think we went a bit backwards. There was still, you know, some diversity, some young people, but it was mainly old. Therefore, I'm going to say 2 out of 5. Then we've got the ability to survive a terrorist attack there. Pretty low. So we have to say 2 out of 5 on that one, because I just think too open planned. I get obliterated. At the same time, you had some nice lighting. It swings and roundabouts. Then onto the Feng Shui. Now, the place for me, I felt like it was nicely laid out, nice and modern. Looked pretty good. But there was just something missing. I'm going to have to say 3 out of 5 on that one. It could have been better. And then finally, the toilets. Now, the toilets for me were actually probably the best part of it. Really modern, lots of cubicles, lots of urinals. You know, I would feel quite comfortable going there to take a dump. So, on that basis, it's going to be a 5 out of 5. Arguably the best of all the toilets that we've seen, and that means officially the greatest Wetherspoons. Headley Verity, officially the best one, 24 out of 25. Perhaps the greatest Wetherspoons in all of Britain. Well, or at least in Leeds, anyway. I've not been to all of them. There's 1,000, for God's sake.